Hey, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sagarprajapati, and in this video I will be talking about what is REST API and what is pagination in REST API. So in the before video I have discussed about the API, what is get method, what is post, what is put, and what is delete method in API, and how can we pull data from the API using get method. So in this video, we'll be talking about the pagination concept, and we will write down the code and we will see how can we use this concept in our Databricks or maybe with the help of Python. So before the video, I would like to introduce my channel Geekcoders. Here I upload videos on Azure Databricks, Azuredatafactory, SQL, Python, and so on. So if you're liking my content, you can subscribe to my channel and share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. So let's get started for today's video. So for today's video, I will be using this poke API. Okay, pokeapi.co. You can visit this website and you can get the URL. Let's say this HTTPS pokeapi.co API v2. This is the base URL. Okay, and then here you have to pass some endpoints to get the to receive the data. So for our case, what we will do is that let me open a postman over here, and if you can see, if I remove this and if I hit this URL pokemon, so you can see we have this data present over here. See this count, this next, previous, result, and so on. So in this result you can see I have, like, the name and the URL, name and the URL, and so on. So these kind of JSON response it returns. So if you notice that, you can see these this count, this next, and this previous are some metadata kind of columns or attribute we can say. But this result having, some data which is name, URL, and we need to get this, and this data only we need to get. We need to store in our table. We do not need to store this count, next, and previous things in our database or in our table. So what we will do, you know and if you can see, if I click again, so we will receive the same URL. But here are some page we have multiple pages over here. You can see the count is 1154, but the count is 1154. But what we are doing is that we are, every time when we are hitting this URL, we are getting the same record. Okay, so in that case this pagination comes. Okay, in pagination comes. Now you can see, so now let me open my notepad, and if you can see, here we have two options, this offset and limit. So the limit option allows you to limit the number of rows returned from a query. So what does it mean is that if I do this limit is equal to, let's say, for say 5, so it will throw only 5 results. See, 1 2 3 4 5. If I put it here 10, then it will return only 10 result, not more than 10 result. Okay, so this is the first way to do. I mean, this is the first concept, limit. Now there is a concept of offset also. So what does offset do is that while offset allows you to omit a specified number of rows before the beginning of the result set. So if I write here offset is equal to, let's say, 0, right now 0. Okay, so and if I hit this URL, so it will throw me the 10, 1 to 10 result. Okay, but if I change it to 10, then it will throw from 20 to 10. I mean, sorry, 11 to 20, 11 to 20. And if I make this 20, then this count start from 21 till 30, like so on. So here also I have written this. Pokemon means return the first 20 defects, or we can say 20 records. Okay, ignore this. And this Pokemon limit 5 means first 5 records only. Offset 5 and limit 5 means records return records 6 to 10. And then this means This means 11 to in case 1120 11 to 30, because the default number of the return defect is 20. Okay, so let's see, if I remove this and if I use this 10, then how many records we will get? We'll get from 11 to 30. Okay, so this is the idea of pagination, and now we will see how can we write the code using Python in Databricks. So for that, let me open Databricks, and this is the old API which I used in the previous video. So in this video, acha. So here, if you can see the JSON, the return response of this having the count, next, and previous. And if you can see, if I just click on this URL, then you can see we have this next and previous, and in next we have the next next we have this next URL present over here. And if I click on this, like if I hit this, then you will see I will have from 21 to 40 records. And if you can see here again, this offset is equal to 40 and limit 20, so we will get 41, say 60 records if I use this next URL. Okay, so this thing I have to do. So how can we do is that? Let's see. So what I will do, I will create a function, let's say REST API, and here I will pass URL. Okay, try, and then let's say data. I'll create one empty list, and I'll check this URL is empty or not, till empty or not, and then uh, let's say response is equal to request request dot get and URL. Since we do not have any authentication method over here, so I'm just passing here URL, and let me write here requests and JSON also. Okay, this is done. Now what I will do is that data response, and here I will write data is equal to what? Response dot JSON. And what I will do, I will I will extend I will extend I will extend this data. Okay, okay, now let me do one thing for you, is that let me just okay, copy this, paste it over here. Let me remove this everything which is not needed for this case, and return data, and here accept, and accept exception as error, and here just print some message, let's say failed. Everything is seems correct. Let me run this. Now what I will do, I will call this method. Okay, I will call this method, and with this URL. So my URL is this, and print here. If you can see the same response we received, count, next, previous, and result. Okay, so here if you see is that we need this next, we have to store this next parameter or attribute, and then we have to save only result JSON. We do not need this previous and all other value, okay, in our main data. So with for that, what we will do is that you know we will here store this data response dot extend data results. Fine, fine. And then what I will do, then what I will do is that I will update my URL. So my URL is what? Data next. Okay, this is what. And here return what? Return data response. Just run this. Okay, I have this try to use except also exception as error, and then just print some message. Let's say failed. Okay, again just click on this and just run it. It will take some time because the reason is we have 1154 records present over here. Okay, so it will take some time. So what I will do is that I will try to print this data response so that we will understand what is happening. Now run this URL and you can comment this. See, name only this result wala JSON it received. Again also this JSON received. And and if I go down again, you can see this one JSON and again one JSON and so on. So this is the one way, one way to achieve the pagination in API. Oh, it's got completed also, I believe. Yeah, it got completed. So this is one way to, to achieve the things. Now, since this data is already present over here, so what we can do, we can, we can, save it. We can save it in some of the location. So we can save it in some of the location, like write dbutils dot fs dot put command and just give some location, this str of data and do true. Okay, यहाँ पे you have to pass the location. This is the first way to do. Let's say you do not have this metadata columns, like what I shown you is that this count, next, previous and so on. You do not have. So what would you do? What is your approach? Think of it. So what we will do, we will use the concept of this offset and limit. Since this offset and limit is like we can use this offset and limit in this API, so we will use this. How we can do? Let's see. Now copy the whole function, change the name, let's say underscore 2. Okay, here what I will do is that everything seems okay, data JSON is okay. यहाँ here I will write this offset. Initial value is of offset should be 0, and then limit, it is based on us how many, how much limit we need to keep. So sometime what happens, in API endpoint also the limit is set. You cannot increase the limit. So let's say I am putting here 100. So I need 100 records per hit. You know, per call I need 100 records. This is same. This is URL. Okay, yeah. Here I will write down true, and response is okay. Data JSON. Okay, yeah. Here I need to change the URL, right? So what I will do, I will write down here URL. So URL is what? URL plus offset is equal to offset is equal to what? Offset is equal to offset, right? So this is the offset value. So I will just do this and then here use offset value, right? And then and I have to make, I have to make the URL. So this plus then again and limit is equal to what? Limit is equal to this limit, simple, plus this limit. And okay, all perfect, right? URL plus every time it goes here, so it should. Okay, so let me just cut this and paste it over here. Then like this is running. Okay, that's good. Here what I will do, I have to, sometime I have to break this condition also while do. So what I will do is that I will check this len of data of results is equal to 0 or not. Once it is 0, break this loop. Because like if no data present, we will break this loop, right? And apart from this, just extend the data and then here what I will do, I will increase the value of offset by 100 every time and return data response. Hmm. Okay, this is 2. Now let me call this function. So here what I will do, same, I'll store the result into this data variable and ding, 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 where it is. This is my base URL. Is this the base URL? Tell me, is this the base URL? No, right? So what I will do, I'll have to, this is not the base URL, right? First time it returns 20. So what I will do, I will just pass here limit 100. Limit is equal to 100. And let me change a URL a bit. Okay, first time it should throw like this, and after that it should do. Okay, so this URL is equal to URL plus, you know, I'll put these things over there. Limit 10, that's fine, perfect. And here I just pass this. Now just click on it, field. So why it is getting failed? We'll see why it is getting failed. Okay, cannot concat str not, okay, to str. Okay, this is the integer. This is str value. This is str. Convert this into str. Now try to run, then we will see. Oh, it's running. Now if I try to print this data, then you can see our data. Okay. Meanwhile, what I can do, I can write this dbutils.fs.ls. Let's say file store slash tables new underscore API slash uh, pokemon.json, and here str of data, make it true, keycaps, right? Okay, it is running. Perfect. Why it is taking time? Okay, so it is taking time. So what let me do one thing is that let me print here data underscore j response. Dun, dun. Okay, so let me cancel. Let me run it again and let me run this. You can see we are getting the same data over here. If you have noticed, is that first one is 1, 2, and so on till 100, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it is like the same thing is coming. Let me check it. 85. Okay, something wrong is happening. Offset 0, right? So first one, oh, first one, no, this will come here, and yeah, so what we will do is that we will change our code a bit. So I will put it over here. Okay, I will put it over here, this, and uh, get, not get, limit is equal to 100 for now. And here what I will do, okay, I have to change the URL, right? So here in the URL, I will make my URL like this, and offset is equal to this, and limit is equal to this. Use formatting. Here I will pass this offset variable because we need a offset ka value, and here I will pass this. Perfect. Remove everything. Just keep URL. Now it seems okay, right? This comes here. This is true. Now let me run this again. Ding ding ding. Okay, let me cancel it because it keeps on running, right? Data print data JSON. This URL keeps on running, so it will not. Okay, this is not coming over here. Okay, so let me just run it. Oh, remove this and run it. See, this starts from 1 and it goes till 9600. Again it got started. Pokemon Bulbasaur. Yeah, so I found a small issue over here is that the offset value is not correct. So now let me run it, and now let me just click on the function again. Now it should work. Oh, again it is not working. Offset limit, offset se offset hai. Uh, offset limit, everything seems correct only, and limit 100, it should throw an Yeah, so it is correct. Now if I run this and if I run it again, then you can see like I am using a list, okay, and I am using a extend. So if you can see here in the first URL, the value is like from 1 to 100, okay, 1 to till 100 over here. And in the next call, the value would be like from like this one JSON already present over here. Okay, one list is already present till 100, and then oh, where it gone? Yeah, till 100, and then again it starts from 101 till 200, and like so on. So if I just click on the last one, is that you can see 10249. It's keep on updating. So that's set for today's video. Like now you can store this data into this location, and if I run this, then it should work. Oh, here I have to use this put command, and if I click on it, then it will save the data into this location. Okay, so this is the concept of the pagination. How does it work and what you need to do? Like there are two approaches, and let me share this URL to you guys also, so that you guys will also take help while writing the code. Like this is a basic code I written, like this all the basic code. Like there could be a multiple scenarios in your case, so you can you can enhance this code with the help of the basic code, and then you can work on your project. So let me publish this notebook, and I will give this the link of this notebook in the description as well as in the LinkedIn post also, so that you can take a help from it. So I hope you have understood this concept, and if you do like and share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.